Hello Singapore, I am Dénes Várjon, Hungarian pianist. I was 7 years old when I started to play the piano. I think this is a normal, so-called normal age for a child. It was very much in the center and in the focus of my interest. I listened to a lot of music, and of course as a small child I didn't practice too much, but later, already around the age of 11, 12, I was absolutely seriously preparing myself to be a musician. Actually, when I was 12 years old, I started to attend the preparatory class of the Liszt Academy of Music for young, talented children. And it meant that actually my life changed a lot. And then I was basically living at the Liszt Academy and meeting all great artists and could play for them and listen to concerts nearly every evening. And that was a time when I started to sight read a lot and started to get to know the piano literature more detailed, and then it became really a passion. And that was a time when I really decided that that's the only thing I would like to do in life. I feel very much at home with the piano. I love this instrument very much. Though at the same time I don't think I am a so-called pianist, because I was always very interested, also since childhood, about the human voice. So my first passion was as a child actually to listen to operas. And I also play not only solo music, but I play a lot of chamber music also. And so I'm very interested in other instruments and also how we can express ourselves on the piano and try to imitate the sound of other instruments, and how can we match to other instruments. But this is a wonderful instrument, and our repertoire is fantastic. It's really, we are absolutely spoiled, and it's hard to choose what to play next or what you would like to learn next, because it's such a rich repertoire. The Kossuth Prize is in Hungary the highest prize an artist can get. So it's a great honor to get it, of course. So it was a very nice feeling, of course, when I got to know. It was, though, a bit adventurous, because it was last March. It was already the COVID period, and so it's given in the parliament. But it was, of course, a very nice feeling, and in Hungary it means a lot if somebody gets it. But on the other hand, I'm not so focused on prizes. It's very nice to get it, but then life goes on. Actually, in the Mozart oeuvre, there are much fewer minor pieces than major pieces. And the C minor concerto is really one of his greatest masterpieces, I think. So it's always a treat to play it. It's really wonderful. But I also love 414, this earlier A major concerto, which has a most wonderful slow movement. And with Mozart, I also feel quite often that minor, it's not only tragic, and major is not only happy, but has also the shadow of something else also. So my professor was György Kurták, the wonderful composer, and he said once that even in Requiem by Mozart there is just a tiny bit of sense of humor as well. And even in the happiest moments in a opera buffa or something, you can feel that there's a little bit of touch of some tragic feeling. So in Mozart is so rich and so connected to human nature that one feels like in life nothing is just light or just shadow. It's not light or dark. We have somehow both. And maybe the emphasis is in a C minor concerto on the darkness, but at the same time there are beautiful major parts, and the E flat, what it means, the E flat major in the C minor concerto, that's also something so wonderful. So I think for me it's not separated, and that's why both are equally near to me. I played here 3 years ago, last time at the piano festival, and I was really looking forward to coming back, and I'm really happy that it could work out in spite of all the difficulties with COVID. And it's wonderful to play with the orchestra. It's the first time for me to play with them. And Gábor is a wonderful conductor, and we understand each other's musical language very well. And we have performed a few times. Last time was not a long time ago, actually. In 2 months ago, we performed Strauss Burlesque. Half year before, we performed with my wife Isabella Simon the Mozart concerto for 2 pianos and orchestra, Gábor conducting. So I'm very happy to have the chance again working with him, with this orchestra. So it's really fun, and in this wonderful hall. This is a really incredible hall. It's a fantastic hall with great acoustic. It looks fantastic, very energetic feeling. Hello Singapore, I'm Dénes Várjon, Hungarian pianist. I'm from Budapest. I'm very happy to be here. And please join us for a nice Mozart concert with the Singapore Symphony Orchestra and Gábor Káli conducting at the Esplanade.